God's sake. Oh, I got Uno too. Oh, yes. Oh, great. Oh, that's just bad. Oh,
if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love.
go away. No more. Leave me alone.
But you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never
Me.
Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Don't get off. Don't get. Oh. Oh my God, gotta love this. Oh my God, can you hear it? Ah!
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do.
Oh, big banger for the sub! Oh, thank you, dude. You're helping me out. Oh my God, thanks, man. Oh yes, for the sub. Yeah. Oh my God. You're not going to destroy me. Never. What, are you jealous? Need. Oh my freaking God! What just happened? Oh, you freaking legend! 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100! Thank you for the freaking follow, man. Yes. Oh. so scary. Oh goodness. Oh. Oh goodness me. Guys, it's Phoenix. Come to the stream, guys. Our topics that we're going to be speaking about today.
I haven't done that yet, but yeah.
How to break in communities and how to deal with the bullies and the trolls that come into people's streams. Also, the discussion on mental health. Depression for streamers as well.
Absolutely.
There's going to be some extra topics at the Twitter.
We are. Yes. I'm doing great. Hello. Is he still quiet? I'm gonna make sure that everybody can hear us properly first. Hold on, I'll just turn into the max. There we go. Hello? Can you talk?
It is our first.
Yeah, it's our first time, so we have to set this up a little bit. Alright, say whatever you want to say. Nasher?
So, where were we?
I think we should just get started a little bit and just move on to the first topic. So, do you want to start, or should I start?
Yeah, you can start if you want.
All right. First of all, I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about how we got to where we are right now, how we started to become a streamer, where we chose all the things that we chosen. And yeah, where we started, and where we just came up with the names, the ideas, everything that we've got that we build up so far. So I guess for me, I used to have like this a unique username, and I use it for almost everything, and then I changed up to Phoenix because I felt Phoenix is something that fits my personality real well. And for me, okay, the BE and the 001 is just, we'll come back to that later about branding. Not really something that I had in mind when I started. The BE is from Belgium, and the 001 is just because, like, what ifs? What else you put in there, right? But yeah, when I started streaming, long time ago in April 2020, I decided I was going to do this full time, and I started with 3 hours a day every day. And I just went with it, you know, and, you know, at the very beginning, I never had a lot of people. So growing the community was something that was very hard for me. I was streaming, I was hard stuck. And then this guy came to my chat, Ignix, and he's like, yo, do you want to have more viewers? And I was like suspicious, like how much money do you pay for this, right? It was like, no, you don't pay anybody for it. I'll help you. And that was about in July, I think, June or July, and that's where it really started changing for me. That's where I took a lot of decisions to change what I was doing, and I'll get back to that later on. I'm just interested in how you've grown, how you've gotten started as well. Dragon?
Yeah. So originally I started off as Nasher on Twitch. It must have been about 2 years ago now, somewhere around that, probably about a year and 10 months ago. So I just started off with just being a name that I used to be called, because I used to be called Nasher a lot in school time. So I basically just started from, wow, I think I would use that name to start for streaming, because it was a name that just lived with me for years, you know. So basically, I started from just being without the dragon. How can I put it? The dragon character. Let's just put it that way. So I started doing like COD streams. I started doing WWE streams, and also I did like just general videos on YouTube. As in, like, I did like tutorials about. I did like a joke tutorial as well. I did how to do your tie, how to tie up your.
I should watch that one because I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, but then like so then one day like I just started going back into Spyro the Dragon, which is what the game I started playing back in the 90s when it came out, and I was like, yeah, I really like this. And then I was like, you know, because of how I'm a big fan of Spyro the Dragon, and I was like, wait a minute, like how can I maybe integrate what I love and into who I am? So I was like, okay, I'll do that. I'll Nasher the Dragon. And then it clicked. It literally clicked inside of me, and I was like, brilliant. I am just going to, that's it. I'm going to be Nasher the Dragon. And then from there onwards, I changed my character, and ever since then, like I've literally, I've loved it. I've enjoyed it. It's amazing how much is gone, and how much is gone. Because when I originally first started streaming as Nasher, I was at the bottom, as much as we all were, right? So like, I didn't know anything about going out there, getting, supporting others. I was more of the person that just started off doing literally just streaming and hoping for the best, right? So I was a bit nervous about talking to others. There was times when people would come in and I would maybe keep it simple, as in a couple of words, but then I was too nervous to go and say much more, you know. But I learned over the time, I learned to actually put myself out there and don't let because I do have anxiety as well. So I learned that don't let the anxiety get the best of you. So I actually overcome that by, you know, meeting other people, getting new friends in workplaces, and that kind of helped me get out of my anxiety a little bit. So I used that as a way to get better with streaming as well. So and now as you know, Phoenix, as you are a follower of mine as well, I literally just put it out there. You know, I'm not scared to, you know, say things on stream, and literally I just have fun with it like you do.
That's how it should be, really.
Yeah. It is how it should be.
I feel personally, when I was starting out, and I, like, you know how it is, right? You have no chat said, you have nothing to talk about. Now, when you have a chat, you can at least respond to something, and I feel like that has also helped me to grow as a person more to where I am right now than where I started. My whole stream has evolved with me as a person.
Wow, that's good. Like, so when did you first start, Phoenix? When did you first actually start?
That was back in 2000, I think, 16. I made my account 16, and in 2018 I tried a couple of days. In 2019 I tried a couple of days. Like a lot of people could see it on my stream as well. There's like a couple of days, but when I really started and I said this is it, that was in April the 4th, April 4, 2020, and since then I've done it every day because I wanted to have these viewers know me. I wanted to create a window and say, this, if you guys have time between 7 and 10, it's now 5 and 10, right? So that changed as well. But back then it was 7 to 10. I said, if you guys have time and you want to spend it with me and you guys want to watch, this is when I go live. And yeah, that's how it went. And I was playing League of Legends at the time, like you were playing Call of Duty at the time. And I can imagine not many people really tuning in on that. Not for me anyway. I don't know how it was for you, but it was very hard to get off the ground. I was playing League of Legends. I forced my friends, Venergard, and a couple of others to just tune in on me when we were playing League of Legends together and everything. So it was just like, yo, you guys, my friend, you guys gonna do this for me. I don't really talk to all of them anymore, but most of them, Venergard is subscribed every month. So, and I'm playing on his Minecraft account. We're still good friends even though we don't talk anymore. He just stops by every now and then. I hope I can like reach out again and we can have that fun again.
Of course. That's really good. Okay, so so just one question for you though, Phoenix.
Absolutely.
Your journey. What made you actually want to become a streamer? What made you want to become a streamer to begin with?
I have always I've always wanted to be a streamer. That's the thing, it always lived in me, and I was like, when League of Legends first came out, I was like, how do I play this, what do I do? And then I went into like playing with friends, but they were really bad, so I like started like helping them out, tutorial, like teaching them how to play the game. And then like a year after, they were actually starting to get very good at the game, and they were like, yo, if you can do this for me, you can do this for others, so stream it, you know? And that's when I started picking up the streaming as well, just to explain them how the game's done, how they should do it, tactical advantage. I see things a lot different than most people. And that's how I rolled into it, and that's how, and I've always wanted to do it as well. I've seen other people do it. I see like if someone else can do it, I can do it. Okay, that's not how it went, but that's how I thought it at the moment, right? But yeah, how about you? What roles, like, how did you get into the streaming?
Well, I originally started off in YouTube originally, just like making just general videos. And then like, I didn't even realise that at the time, because like when I first started doing like content on YouTube, it was way back in 2011 originally when I was just uploading your videos, and I believe it was Twitch was then Justin TV, I think.
Justin TV,
back in
yeah.
those days, yeah. So
Yeah.
then I didn't realise this, but actually Twitch is Justin TV basically. They
Yes,
just
it
changed
is,
names,
it
didn't
is,
they?
it
I
is.
didn't realise that at the time. Yeah. So and then I was just like, wow, maybe I should, you know, I quite enjoy recording content. Why not give it a try and go live and see how things go? And I just like switched over. Basically, that's how I became into streaming. I originally was like, you know, because I was so nervous while streaming as well. I was originally like, I don't know, is this for me? I was questioning myself, but I was like, I'm never going to give up. I'm going to keep following, you know, and I'm going to keep at it, you know. So, yeah. And that's how I became into streaming, really.
Yeah,
What about you, Phoenix? What about your journey? Come on, that was the journey.
Oh, affiliate was so hard. I had nothing. I had no one. I had a couple of friends, and then the averages. So I was sitting here with 2 phones. I was thinking like, yo, let's do this too. You got a phone. And then you can only get like one viewer from it and stuff like that. But yeah, and then like I said in July, I met a guy coming into my stream saying, hey, you can change a lot. So he introduced me to Reddit. I knew what Reddit was. Everybody knows what Reddit is, but does that mean that you automatically have a Reddit account? Absolutely not. So that's where I started to use more social media. The guy, I just played League of Legends with him today. His name is Ignix. And he was from the Netherlands as well. We were always talking English, even though we both speak Dutch, right? And yeah, he helped me a lot. He was a streamer as well at the time, and he gave it up because he knew how much effort you actually have to put in it to actually get something out of it as well. And we'll talk about that later on, but yeah. He told me, be sure that this is what you want to do if you want to continue with it, you know? Ah, yes, popularity. It's in the chat right now, even. But yeah, he really, you know how you could stay streaming with like 2 or 3 average for like years? He's the reason why that road's not taken, why you went into a different avenue and just started growing more natural. And I discovered on Reddit that you can go to the Discord. I went from Reddit, I had a Discord server earlier, and I went from Discord to Reddit, And there I found communities, and they all had their own Discord. So I went in those different Discords until I eventually came into one of yours. I don't know if that was on Reddit or from somewhere else, but basically that's how I found communities and joined communities and put the effort into their stuff as well. But the journey to affiliate at the beginning was so hard, and I did not know what I was doing. And once I get it, right, once you get the affiliate, you're like, yes, I got something. And then when you look back at it, it was so easy to get. Like, when I'm looking back at it from now, I'm like, anyone could do it. But like, when I was doing it at the time, it looked like such a huge mountain that you overcome anyway. And I feel like a lot of small streamers, they look at that big mountain and they're like, how do I get affiliate? Please help me. Yeah. And then, of course, after that, the real work starts, because then you can do icons, you can do emotes, you can do the banner, you can do like so many extra stuff. When you get affiliates, then the whole world opens for you. The whole Twitch world, really.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Phoenix, for that. Yeah, hey, Miss Dragon, welcome to the stream. Mental health, I could write a own book on that. Reddit, what's that? Never heard of it. Okay, I'll just share the screen with you real quickly, Miss Dragon. I'll show you Reddit. So Reddit is basically, it's kind of a social media site that you, that basically like a forum kind of thing. So you can just basically, you can check out like hot topics on there, discussions. Also, there's like gaming discussions, streaming discussions. There's lots of different stuff on there, like comedy. So yeah, let me just share. I'm trying to share the screen right now, but it's not actually. Hold on.
Been trying the same for a couple of times.
Yeah, it's just like really, really annoying sometimes when that happens. Okay, right. So let's do it. There. Okay, you see that? So this here is Reddit, basically. So you got different communities, and this is what Phoenix is talking about, basically. This here. So yeah, you can actually have lots of different discussions on it. And there is so much good, so much good people on Reddit. There's always lots to discuss and lots of great people to meet, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I've also got an account on Reddit myself, Phoenix.
All right, yeah.
Phoenix.
I'm gonna stop even trying this. Hold on. Yes, you got a Reddit account as well. It's probably where I found the Dragon's Den. Yeah, I absolutely. I feel it helped me.
Okay. Sorry. Carry on, Phoenix. What were you saying?
All right. It helped me go in the direction that I needed to go, and helped me find the people that I needed to grow, and then yeah, from there on, you start getting other social media. That's when I started actually nourishing my YouTube channel that I had. I put some plays from League of Legends before then, but I just try and upload a video every month. It's so much effort to someone who's not really into video editing. Like I don't have any experience doing that. And then obviously from there we went like the different social media helps you bring people to your Twitch. And that's what I learned over the course of that affiliation and then networking pretty much with other streamers as well. How did you get to affiliate and what did you do from there?
Right, the big question. Okay, how did I get to affiliate? Right, so originally I just had like family members helping me out. A few friends that I knew from workplace, so basically they popped in, and then basically I just like, you know, I just was like started to like to find different things that work and different games that kind of can maybe, you know, bring a bit more viewership in. So I tried to figure out what works and what doesn't at the time. It was really hard though. It literally took ages. Hey Veronica, welcome to the stream. How you doing? It took me like literally ages. I think my journey to affiliate probably took me about like 8-9 months.
Whoa, that's long. And not even. Oh wow.
No.
Wow.
Yeah. It is when especially when you first start streaming, it's like really difficult to figure out like what works and what doesn't. Like I said, when I first started, I was like literally talking to like no one, and sometimes I wasn't even talking at all. So like literally, I was just so nervous when I first started. So yeah, it did take me a long journey, but I'm glad I got there in the end.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, it's definitely worth the while, you know, because like it just gives you these goals to head towards, and that's what I like. I've always been a person in life or shall I say a dragon? I've always been a dragon who like to actually work towards goals. Doing good, thank you. What about you? Yeah, I'm fine, thank you, Veronica. Thank you for asking. I'm having the podcast, as you must know, with Phoenix, as you can probably hear in the background.
Hello, Veronica.
Basically it took like ages, literally ages. But yeah, I'm always a person who loves goals, you know. I mean, it just gives you that kind of like enthusiasm to keep going, you know. It's good, like, you know, even if I feel that I haven't reached a goal in that particular month, then I make sure that I will just try to maybe do something that's going to change for the next month, you know what I mean? So yeah. I'm a person that's always looking at my statistics. That's what I definitely recommend to anybody who's new, who wants to go into streaming. I definitely recommend check out your Twitch analytics. Definitely check that out. I don't think it's called analytics on Twitch. It's actually something completely
statistics.
different. But
doesn't really
yeah,
matter.
statistics. Basically, it is. Yeah, we all know. But yeah, definitely keep an eye on that, because it even tells you that the viewers that have come into your stream, it tells you what they have in common with other games elsewhere or other categories. So, do you ever use that, Phoenix? I bet you use that part, don't you?
I do. I look at it all the time.
Yeah.
You got. Yeah. You got viewers, you can see what countries they're from, you can see what channels they have in common with you that you might know. You can literally see everything from your viewers. I mean, except for the personal information, the general information, where they go, and everything that has to do with Twitch, you can find out about people.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, whatever works for each individual. I mean, some people may not want to do that. You know, some people just stream because they just do it for the fact they just want to stream, which is fair enough. You know.
Yes.
It depends on what your goals that you want out of streaming. I mean. Phoenix, what is your goals for this month? What do you think your goals? What goals have you set for yourself?
I don't. Okay, that's an interesting question. I don't really set too many goals for myself because I feel I don't want to be limited by a goal. It can, like, as far as humanly possible, I could get 100,000 by next month. I'll be happy with that. Realistically, I set small goals every 2 or 3 months, hoping to achieve something. For example, we were going to make a murder mystery, and that was supposed to be done by the 1st of this month. We're going to do that by the 1st of next month. Murder mystery, where all my mods could be, like, we spin the wheel, one of them's getting killed, and then the viewer's going to have to find out who did it by spending some channel points, and then they can interrogate one of the other mods. These are then through stream elements, like, they're going to reply through the stream elements, so it's a pre-recorded message, and then they can find out how to do it. But that's one of the things. We set up subathon. We set up the what was it? Karaoke stream. We set up so many events. that we do every 2 weeks now, just to bring more content than just average gameplay. Because gameplay is fun, I understand that, right? But viewers want to interact with you. They want to be there with you, and they want more than just a gameplay. Because gameplay, you can get on like 1,000 other streams, especially Call of Duty. Everybody's streaming that. What makes you different from them? And that's what I've been thinking a lot. So this month we're doing that. The karaoke stream has been a blast. People so talented. My viewers are so talented. It's insane. You can only figure this out once you try something like that. But yeah, it's been amazing. It's been amazing. Yeah, I'm hoping to reach partner by the end of the year. That's another goal I set, but that's so far into the future. Well, for 6 months. And basically, hello, you still there? And basically, that's my small goals. I'm gonna apply for partner, but that's already outside of my control. We've already reached the goals to get partnered with Discord, right? Not with Twitch. With Twitch, by the end of the year, Discord, right now we're partnered, and we have analytics that I can show as well. And yeah, absolutely, there is so much. But yeah, goals, not really my thing. I try to set them up for other people so they can see that I have daily goals on the screen as well. Sometimes partner on Discord is a small goal, right? Like, shouldn't be too hard. Good night, Christina. But yeah, that's basically the goals that I have. I don't like to be tangled up with the goals. I don't like to be, I have to reach this or I'm going to be super depressed. If I don't get my 100 followers a day, I'm going to be depressed. I don't get 100 followers a day. I got 13 today. I'm happy with what I get.
Definitely, and the same for me, you know. I don't have any major goals, as to say, but I would say, like, if it was to be out of like a choice of a goal, I would say, I mean, partner's probably what we all want as a goal, really, to be honest, those that are really serious about streaming. But it's not so much of a need for myself. What's more important for myself is just keeping a consistent schedule and keeping to consistent viewer base. So what I mean by that is, like, I want to be able to, my goals for this month, even though they're just minor goals, because they're not really, it's not really something that's really important for me, but I guess my minor goal is to have 20 viewers consistently throughout every single stream, because I've noticed that I had looked at my previous streams, and sometimes it averages between 10 and 15, or sometimes it'd be 15 to 20. So I want to keep it at a base level of at least 20 viewers, rather than just getting raided and having that, you know. Yeah, that's what it's only a minor goal. It's not really going to bring me down if I don't get it, you know. It's just like, it's a minor target that I want to be able to aim towards when streaming. But yeah, it's just that thing that keeps you going, you know. Also learning new stuff, keeping updated with what's hot on social media, so more stuff to talk about and that kind of thing, you know. So that is mainly my main interest when it comes to involving that into my streams, if that makes sense. So as we are on that topic, hold on, bear with me. So Veronica says, say hi to Phoenix from me, please.
Hi, Veronica.
So what else you wanted to discuss with you guys, as you guys are here today? We wanted to discuss about building with social media. So what we mean by that is, like, if you wanted to work towards branding and building a name for yourself as being a streamer. So I mean, Phoenix has got a very good example of that as well, because he's worked on a lot to do with that in different places. And for me, I would say probably Twitter and Discord more than anywhere else, really. But sometimes a bit of YouTube. But I would say it's always better to get yourselves out there. There's lots of different areas to try and put yourself out there. There's Facebook, Discord, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. We all know that, right? So my question for you, Phoenix, is how did you start your journey in social media for branding yourself?
That was actually
as a stream?
Yeah, that was actually very hard because I was dead on social media. I did not have anything other than my Discord server, and that one came from League of Legends, so that was like with League of Legends ranks in there, everything was League of Legends themed. So when I started streaming, I wanted to get away from the League of Legends, and obviously I started making a Twitter, but I never look at the Twitter, and I don't understand it because tweets here and tweets there, and it's very chaotic. The Reddit was very simple because you could go wherever you wanted to, like whatever topic that you went into, and then we made our own game station Reddit as well. So that was easy to maintain in some level, but not a lot of people tune in on that. And then I'm still struggling. I don't want to hide it. But like YouTube, it's very hard to consistently put your videos out there. Twitter, it's very hard to keep consistently tweeting out there and saying stuff. And what am I going to come up with? What's my content on Twitter going to be? I just reply to this. I just reply to that. So I'm still struggling on a lot of things in regards to Twitter and YouTube. And TikTok as well. I'm almost as far as giving away my password just so other people can you see something funny, clip it and put it on my TikTok, okay? It's not that I'm lazy. It's just it's all very time consuming, especially with all the other things that I'm doing on top of that. I am giving a lot of support to a lot of other people as well. Streamers, small streamers, not the big ones. And I'm just helping them, the networking. I've taken that really far compared to other people. And I feel we're gonna be... I feel that is really the biggest social media. That's Twitch. Other streamers, their Twitch, that's also a social media. And that's where I'm mostly trying to make other people's days good, like spending 5 to 15 minutes with someone if they're responsive enough and seeing how their days goes, seeing how their streams even go. Sometimes they just want to vent or whatever, and sometimes I just want to vent, and sometimes bad stuff happens, sometimes good stuff happens, sometimes you get invited into another community, and you just grow from there. So that is for social media, that is the go-to where I'm going to. But then again, you can't keep doing that to everyone all the time. So I notice when people not stop by anymore, I do stop supporting them after a while. I've noticed that there is a lot of Twitch streamers out there that have a one direction where you're always going to their stream and they're never coming back, like the 0%, right? And based on that performance from other people, I've cut off a lot of streamers, unfortunately. Yeah, how did you do into the social media? Which ones have you used? Obviously, you made a Reddit account, and yeah.
So I started off like on Facebook. I had like my original page, which is called Gaming Direct4u, but then like I started off from there and started like speaking to other Facebookers that were streaming outside of Facebook at the time, because Facebook didn't have the streaming facility back in those days. So then it came from that to like just commenting on other people's clips on Facebook, and then I started commenting on clips that I saw on Twitter, and I started posting clips of my own. I also didn't just do stuff about streaming, but I was more just being, that's all you got to be, guys. It's just got to be you. You know, this is what a lot of people don't do when they want to start streaming. They don't be who they are. Because the community, they just want to see you as a genuine person. They don't want to see you as, oh, I'm going live kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about, Phoenix, right?
I do.
So, exactly. So, they want to see that you're a genuine human being who is a really kind, caring person, someone who wants to listen to them. I listen to my people. I'm always there to support whoever wants to speak to me. Even my mods will tell you, right, guys? My mods will tell you, and some of my people will tell you that I'm always there to help whenever necessary. If anybody wants any advice, or anybody wants to just, talk to me, just to get something off their chest, it's always just be you. You don't need to just base it on going live messages. So that is one important thing when it comes to social media branding, because I've been on a few on Twitter, and I have seen that most majority of posts are to do with I'm going live, I'm going live in a few hours, but there isn't anything else on that page that really makes them a genuine person who wants to stream. So I think that by people seeing that these people are just going to come straight in and come to the stream. Hey Tiger Mum, how are you? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? So I'm doing a podcast with Phoenix, as you can probably tell. And I hope you like the title, by the way. So yeah, a lot of people expect that these people are just going to come to the page and go straight to the stream. But it's not that, it's not like that. You just got to be genuine. You just got to be you. You just got to be a fun person that people want to hang out with.
Absolutely.
And I think when some people, when they go into streaming, they expect it is going to be all about money, but it's not. Those that go into streaming and they think, oh, I'm gonna go into it full time and I'm gonna get money straight away. I'm sorry, but they're in for a very, very big letdown.
We actually forgot about that. Should I become a streamer? Yes or no? That was the first thing. If you're in it for the money, don't become a streamer. You're not gonna earn big monies. But then the question, if you want to become a streamer, yes or no, really depends on why would you want to become a streamer. And obviously, if you can answer that one truthfully for yourself, then you know if you should be a streamer, yes or no. And I have seen a lot of streamers, I'm not going to name anyone, right? But I have seen a lot of streamers in it for the money. And they have a lot of things in common. They're all not streaming anymore. That's the big one, because most of them realize that getting a job is going to get you 10 times more than streaming.
Miss Dragon says, yep, you have always been there since the day of my depression and anxiety. Yeah, exactly. Because I just genuinely me, I feel I care about everybody, I'm just that kind of person in reality. I do care about everybody that I speak to, I'm just, that is just part of who I am. And I would literally be there for you anytime, Miss Dragon. Anyone, even Veronica, Tiger Mum, literally, even Phoenix, if he really needs someone to talk to, he'd be able to just call me on Discord. If I'm available, I'll be there. And we've had telephone conversations in the past, haven't we,
Absolutely.
Phoenix?
Yeah, I've been in your stream to vent about some stuff in the past. So, yeah, absolutely.
I know you are.
Sometimes you have to let it out, Sometimes it's...
Yeah.
I don't want to name anyone. I'm not that kind of a person,
no.
but yeah, sometimes it really gets to you. I've actually been dying to ask you, because
Go for it.
why did you create a Discord server and a community. Did you not want to join other people's community, or did you have something like, I want to have my own, or like what made you do it?
Right. So what made me do that? Okay. So, I wanted to build something that was more about helping everybody. You know. So I wanted to create something that I feel would be, you know, kind of like, I wanted to create something that I feel that would have been successful, and because of my lack of experience, I've never actually set up a Discord before in my entire life. So this is my first ever Discord. So I just wanted to actually go out there and actually build. A lot of people have struggled, you know, to actually getting themselves viewers, or struggling to socialize, you know. So I wanted to give like opportunities for everybody, so that we can all just like get together and share our experiences, share what we are struggling with, and share ways to overcome that, you know, because I'm not just going to base this on my experiences, because I know everybody's experienced something different. So I wanted to get views from people. That's why I have suggestions channel as well on the Discord, because I wanted to get people's ideas. I wanted to, because it's not a Discord for me, it's a Discord for everybody. I wanted to help people grow, and that is why I created that. That's why I created the Discord. But at the same time, it actually helps, because hey, hello, this is Phoenix's mod. Hey, A1 random kiddo. Oh, thank you for following. Oh, thank you, my dude. How you doing? And I'm sure Phoenix will tell me plenty about you. Phoenix, do you know about him?
Yeah, Benji's my buddy.
Yeah. Thank you for following, by the way. That's so kind. That's really kind. Yes, I hope you enjoyed the podcast so far, by the way. So yeah, that's what I just wanted to do. I just wanted to like put something out there that's going to help everybody, you know, because that's just me. I just want to help. I just want to help people. Because like I said before, I've always been that kind of person, supportive, you know, helping people with what they need, you know, because I've always wanted to help others do better than what I've ever had in previously, you know, because to be honest, Phoenix, from my childhood, I didn't have a very good childhood, you know, so I wanted to give people something better than what I had, you know. So yeah, that was the aim of it anyway. But,
maybe having a bad childhood just makes us to the people that we are today. Because I
believe actually you are right, because our childhood does reflect on us as adults, even today, really, don't it? If you think about it, it actually does.
I wouldn't call myself an adult. Oh, I'm very childish. That is, people know me for it.
A childish Phoenix, I love it.
A childish Phoenix, absolutely. Yeah, so would you recommend people to join a community, or rather to create one themselves?
So originally I was in other Discords, and I still am, to be honest. I am in a few other Discords as well. So and I was just like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to give this a shot. You know, I wanted to like create something and see how well can help people, because I noticed there is a lot of Discords out there that are all about, like, some of them are all about growing for themselves but not actually helping others. So I just wanted to, because the ones from my past experiences, you know, a lot of them were just that. So I was like, well, that's not right, because we're all in the same boat. So I wanted to help everybody, and that's what, you know, that's why I created the Discord. What about you, Phoenix?
I originally created the Discord years ago, and it was only about League of Legends. I just wanted to have a little home for me and my buddies, and I posted on the Reddit forum for League of Legends, which was back then it wasn't even a Reddit forum, it was a League of Legends forum. And I just posted there, like, you guys want to play with me? Sure, hop on, you know, we'll just try a couple of games. And I was looking for a ranked partner, really, to play ranked games with. And that grew into a Discord of 200 members. Just not even, I wasn't even streaming yet. So I had a boost of 200 before I actually started streaming. And those were people that were hardly ever hopping on the stream or joining. And, but yeah, I used that little bit of a push that I had back then to grow into a Discord. So we got a Discord server of 1,450 people right now. And I'm happy to say that GameStation, that's a Discord, is a home to people. We have an advertisement channel, like you said, this one's going live, this one's going live, this one's going live. But that's not the main thing. People just hop in daily almost to have a good time with each other, even if I'm not there. I said earlier there were 7 other people in chat. We have GameStation Minecraft server now where people just hop on and you just have fun with each other, and you know, stealing each other's stuff and burning each other's stuff down, and all of that comes together. It's kind of fun how it goes. But at the end of the day, as long as everybody respects each other, I feel like I've accomplished something that is better. And since I've been streaming, I've been trying to get a lot of values down to other people as well, saying like, I don't like calling this a community because we are a family. You know, this is the family that you choose to be in. Like, you come home from school, this is where you're hanging out, not with your own parents, not with your brothers and sisters. You're coming here to hang out. I've been trying to get other people to see that as well, that we're more than just a community. And yeah, we do have toxicity from now, you know, you can't really avoid that, but definitely racism and everything else, bullies, haters, people just coming in and yelling the N-word are instantly getting banned. Benji, you still gotta ban that one guy, remember? You're still gonna have to take care of that. But yeah, we don't tolerate any of that toxicity, and there's a lot of toxicity online because people think they are safe behind the screen and they think nobody can touch them, and you know, that they're safe. They think they're safe because they're behind the screen, and that brings out the worst in a lot of people. Do you have anything to add or to that? Have anything to... you must have had toxicity in your streams as well. Streams or games.
Yeah, so I would say, yeah, that's definitely, oh, hold on, some in the chat, right. Is he going to play a game or just chat? I think he's planning on doing a game, Miss Dragon says to Tiger Mum. Tiger Mum says, okay, otherwise I'll go. Miss Dragon says, sorry, I'm not chatting much. I feel really sick at the moment. Oh, bless you, Miss Dragon. I hope you get much better as well. Tiger Mum, yes, the plan is I'm doing this podcast with Phoenix. Depending on how long this goes on for, then it may go on for quite a few hours. It depends on how long it goes on for. But I may be doing a game on the last hour, yeah, basically. Maybe going on to switching over to something. If I do, then I will let you guys know, don't worry. Okay, so, but otherwise there is no plan for a game as of yet. So, anyway, going back over to where we were. That's it, right. So, Phoenix, I have another question for you. Any advice, because guys, we're going to speak about setting up streams basically, and how to get yourself started with the software side of things. I guess you're very familiar, I mean, we all are familiar, Phoenix, right? Like with Nightbot, right? We've all very familiar with that, or Stream Elements. Explain to me what bots you've used, Phoenix, and any advice and tips that you can give for people setting up to stream.
Yeah. I totally started with Nightbot. It cost me a week and I tossed it out, and I can only advise anyone else get rid of it ASAP. Like, the other day, two days ago, I call him Benji. He's in your stream, Random Kiddo. we rated someone, Danish Gaming Flip, and he's putting the hype out there, so he's using a lot of emotes. Boom, immediate timeouts by the Nightbot. Smacked in the face. Get rid of the bot, guys. Stream Elements, so much more user-friendly, guys. Once I got into Stream Elements, it looked complicated, but it really isn't. You have to use a dashboard, the website, you log in with your Twitch account, and that's it. You can do almost anything with it. And you know what I love the most about Stream Elements? There is a little box on the right side of your screen where you can just click on the Discord. It will automatically redirect you to their Discord. You click on Twitch, boom, you're on the help desk. You can ask anything. Of course, you can't promote your own Twitch in there, right? You have to be a little bit respectful, but if you have any questions about Stream Elements, you can ask it there. Now, I've had my trouble with a few things, like last karaoke stream, I wanted to have a buzzer and everything, so I asked them, how do I set this up? Whatever. And I teach them the mods how to use it as well. And there's a cool thing about it. You can actually be a moderator in someone's Stream Elements bots. So you can be a moderator of their Stream Elements page. And then you can set up a lot of things for them. So I have like 7 or 8 people that I'm helping, and then if they come to me and they're like, hey, my Stream Elements is doing something weird, can you fix that? I just go to Stream Elements, log in on my profile, go to their profile without knowing their password or anything, and I just set up whatever they need. So in the long run, I'm hoping to have a separate Discord for tech support only, because I feel that is the way to do. Streaming wise, I stayed with Streamlabs OBS, because I feel that is better than just OBS Studio, but OBS Studio does give some advantages of being able to stream to multiple platforms, which I haven't really used. I've been stuck with Twitch only so far. But I feel Streamlabs OBS gives me the best overlays, the best views, and the Stream Elements. Streamlabs also has a separate Discord where you can also ask people for advice. I do that regularly, guys. If you guys think that I'm very smart, I'm not. I ask everything, sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times before I get something that I can use. So yeah, what about you, Nasher?
So what I can suggest is if anybody's looking for any background pictures for if you want to, like, when you're setting up streams, and you want to look for like something really good that you want to put in, and you're just starting out, guys, I suggest Google it. There is definitely some good picture sites that you can get on the internet. So let me just share my screen and I'll show you guys what I mean, basically. So okay, so what I would suggest, guys, is if anybody is looking for any good backgrounds for your stream, if you want to start out, I would suggest freepick.com. This is where you can get a lot of your good screens from. You get like starting soon screens and offline. They are pretty decent as well, and you know the best part about it is a lot of them are free. You can get a lot of good ones on here. I would say if you want something for your own specialized brand, don't start doing that when you're first starting out, guys. It's not a very good idea. The reasons why is because if you're only just starting, you're not even affiliate yet, then what you need to do is you need to be able to like just start off with something basic at first. It's going to be less cost effective, and it's definitely at least then you'll have at least something. But what I also suggest is if you are starting off with like just something basic, what you can do is, which is also free, use similar colors for your whole profile on your Twitch page. What I mean by that is, so if you've got a blue background, then what you need is to try and keep your what they call them, what's the name, Phoenix? What do they call them? You know, the ones that say Discord or chat rules. You know those images you can upload.
Panels.
What are they called again?
The panels?
That's it, panels, that's it. So keep them the same colour as well. So try and keep, like, to the same colour, because that does actually help you. And it actually does help a lot. So, unless, of course, if you've got, like, more, and you've grown a lot more since then it's not really is as important. But once you've got yourself a viewer base, of course. But I would say when you're first starting out, that does help. Also, some good tips, guys, is you can start off with free streaming software. There's no need to go for the expense. One streaming software that every streamer should know about is OBS, or Streamlabs OBS at least. I would say I've explored both, and I would say that definitely Streamlabs OBS works better for me, but also OBS itself is less buggy as well in other ways. So it all depends what works for you. But the main important part when you're starting streaming, guys, is to make sure that you've got the right setup for the stream, because there is sometimes when people that try games, but I've noticed some certain streams that your computer's lagging, or your computer is struggling with internet, is not able to provide the correct bandwidth. There is a way to actually test what connection you've got, and let me show. This is some good tips for anybody who does not know. So I would say to test your broadband speed it's free to do as well. You can type in speed test on Google, and you can literally just run the speed test right there, guys. That's all you need to do. Or there is this one as well that gives you a little more better result as well. But yeah, literally, if you just run that, what you want to pay attention to is you want to pay attention to the upload speed. The upload speed is more what you need to pay attention to when it comes to streaming than what it is the download speed. You want your because anyone who is clued up about this would tell you that the upload speed usually would be probably about a third or maybe if that of your download speed. So you must make sure that you keep your kilobytes a second bit rate when you're streaming to similar to what your upload is in megabytes, if that makes sense. Would you agree to that, Phoenix?
I hate my country because there is nothing that I can do to get a faster internet upload speed. But yes, I agree to what you said. And I wish country-wise for streaming, it's horrible here. And yeah, I'm just gonna have to deal with the cards that I've been dealt. So basically, there's not much I can do to improve it, unfortunately. Yeah, you can test it, you can call your provider and but you can't really do more than that, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Phoenix, have you got any more that like your emotes, Phoenix?
Oh,
How
my
did
emotes.
you? I mean, I would definitely recommend, guys, anybody who wants emotes. There is some good places you can get them. You can often get them on Google for free as well if you just want to. If you're just starting out. If you don't want to spend too much money, you can invest in maybe small amounts. You can go on Fiverr, and Fiverr is quite a good place to start. But I had some done by just a person I knew from work, basically, who helped me. Basically, they had art experience on the computer, so they helped me do one of my emotes, which I still have today. You know, if you know anybody personally that can do it for you for free, then hey, you've got yourself a bonus, guys. But I would definitely say if you don't have that experience, or if you don't have the availability of people that you know, then I would say definitely reach out to Fiverr. You can spend as little of, I'm not quite sure what it is in American dollars, but as little as like £5, £10 or something in English money, and you can get yourself a decent emote, you know, and it hardly costs much to get a decent emote, guys, when you're just starting out. So of course it's not really going to benefit you unless you're an affiliate, of course, but it's just, if you get your emotes early, guys, if you get your emotes early, at least then you're prepared, and you can have them also showing up on your front page and say, this is what you'll get when you sub to me once I'm affiliated. You know, you're putting it out there so that people know that if they are interested in subbing to you, then this is what they're going to get. And I've been to some streams before, and there is some people out there that would be like, oh, sub for sub, or sub to me, guys, if you like this content. It's not about subbing, guys. It's not about that at all. It is good if it happens. It is a benefit to a streamer, but don't ask for it, okay? It's not something that should be asked for. Just remind people of the benefits in which they get if they do sub to you. And that is what it's all about. It's about just putting yourself out there. It's about your content. It's not about what you give out, but highlighting these benefits for them is, it could be considered as something they might be interested in, what if they do wish to actually subscribe to you. But that is only if they want to subscribe. Yeah, and I'm sure Phoenix will agree with me there, Phoenix, right? You don't ask people to sub, right?
Yeah. Some people do. Personally, I wouldn't, but there's definitely a lot of people that do it. And I definitely agree. Go to Fiverr and spend $5 or whatever. It's the best $5 you can ever spend. It's lunch money. It's lunch money. I've made my icons myself, right? But the efforts that I've put into it was not worth the result. Get someone that studied for it, and get someone that can do it properly for you. I'm not going to make any money saying this, so just do it. just
do it, guys. Just do it, you know. Don't be afraid about it, just do it.
Oh, Benji. You know, that's it. Alright, speaking of which, alright, there's a lot of things on alright, so I would say Fiverr is good not only for, like, get your whole image, your whole branding, get it on Fiverr. If you want to do streaming, do it properly. Make sure that you get the same icons on your Twitter, your Twitch, I'm even failing on that. And I'm looking, is this good? Then I'm taking it to another platform, and etc. But as long as I feel like it's not good yet, then I won't implement it everywhere. I'm just trial and error. I'm just looking. After a year of experience, I'm still doing trial and error. See what goes well, what doesn't go well. Keep what goes well, and just move on to like the next, you know. And then step by step. That's what I said from the beginning. I started streaming over a year ago, and it evolved. It evolved with me. Both the scenes, the layouts on the screen, the panels below the screen, the webhooks. If you don't know what a webhook is, everything that has to do with streaming, so big, has all evolved with me. And trial and error, yes. Let's say trial and a lot of error, like error after error after error, and then trial again. But yeah, I feel, and there's a lot of things that I'm still doing wrong. I want to grow into a couple of different directions as well. Sorry, just watching my chat is yeah, they're when it comes down to artistic overlays, get someone to do it for you. And like even my 3D avatar if I would have the budget, I would let someone else do everything for me. Yeah, I went in like 2 months ago or 3 months ago. I went into the VTuber thing and I got myself a 3D model of myself. Then obviously it was too standard. Had to redo the whole hair thing. The hair is completely designed by me, right? For $5 you can get the hairstyle from whatever you want to, right? There's even 3 examples. And then the hoodie cost me 3 to 4 days to make, and the result is kind of good, but then kind of bad. And then I want to make a little bit of merch from it, but yeah, it's hard. But yeah, I'm happy that there's free websites for stuff as well, but like, depending what the quality is gonna be. And guys, let me tell you one thing that is really important. Don't spend all your money on, oh, I need to have better mic, I need to have better light, I need to have better webcam, I need to have better display, I need to have... If you don't earn enough money yet, don't spend it all expecting you're not going to get 1,000 streamers just because you paid for a better mic. Yes, it's going to be... it's not personal to you, Frosty. But a lot of people, I've seen this over and over again, and they're like, yeah, I'm going to be a better streamer once I get this mic. And then they get their mic, and they're not even getting a better streamer. Because they think, subconsciously, that they need to have the best equipment for everything to be valid, to be respected, or to get more viewers. You don't get more viewers from having better equipment. You get more viewers from putting in more effort into your stream.
Definitely, I can't actually disagree with that. You're absolutely right. And yeah, some people believe that by putting more money in, that they're actually going to get money out like you would if it was like you're starting a business. But this is not the path to go down at all, guys. It's not. It's literally not about that. It's about what you are displaying as content, guys. That is what it's all about. Yeah, exactly, Tiger Mum. From not boring them. Exactly. I couldn't agree. Oh my gosh. So this is a question for you, Phoenix. Quite a while back, when I was streaming as just myself as being just Nasher without the dragon character, I did come across my first ever internet bully, I like to call them, or as we would all know them as trolls, right? So, and they kind of like tried to like, put me down as a person, saying that just about my looks and whatever not, and trying to put me down, So the way I dealt with that is I just turned it around into a joke, and believe it or not, this same troll actually stuck around and actually end up being nice to me. So I guess, guys, what I'm trying to say here is it is not just about what it comes across as, but it's about how you see it and your perspective of it and how you deal with it. That is how you've got to be when being a streamer, I would say. That my best advice how to deal with trolls is don't take it to heart. They're looking for, how can I put it? They're looking for what's the word?
A reaction.
Phoenix, a reaction, that's it. They're looking for a reaction from you. If you don't entertain that reaction, then who knows? They'll either leave or they could stay.
Trying to get a rise out of it.
Either way, what have you got to lose? If you're not taking it to heart, what have you got to lose? How did you deal with your first bully, Phoenix? Can't be honest.
That depends what you think of a bully, and that depends on a lot of the situations. Now, I like to be a PG streamer, but any kind of racism, I absolutely do not tolerate. that is a complete no-go. Now, sometimes when, like, a couple of days ago, 4 of the mods were actually arguing together, and one of them said to me, yo, 4 mods are biting each other heads off, and you're just sitting there simple and calm. What you doing? And I was like, yo, my chat is popping off today. You know? So, perspection is a big thing about it. You can turn and twist everything the way that you want it to, but when it comes to straight up bullying and people coming into your chat and making you feel bad, if there is a real hostile intent, there's no other way than to just remove that person from your community and make sure that the integrity of your community stays stable. I've had that happen a couple of times where I feel it's more important to protect the community as a whole than, like, I don't care what people say about me, and there's been said so much, especially because I deal with, like, younger people, and they're more or less meaner than adults sometimes. So yeah, there's a lot of toxicity out there, and also from streamers. Streamers can also be extremely toxic, guys. There's a lot of jealousy out there. And that jealousy can turn into hate, that can turn into anything really. But yeah. Oh my. Yeah. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of streamers also try and put a lot of guilt into you. That's another form of bullying. It's like, yo, you're never on my stream. Why you not do this? Why are you not loyal? Why are you not, you know, I want to have viewers like you, so you have to be here. And they forget that free will is a thing, maybe? And I don't know. I feel like bullying can come in many forms. And many forms. There's verbal abuse, there's emotional abuse, and there's, like, depending on the situation, you got to prepare for all those things with some kind of a reply. But yeah, it can come and go, and, like, for me, bullying, when it comes down to people who are attacking me for who I am, get rid of them. Because if they can't handle it, then why would I invest? Like, you can't put time into changing people that don't want to be changed. Get rid of them and focus on the people that actually enjoy you for the person, for the wonderful person that you actually are. So that's how I deal with it.
Yes, love it. That's some good advice there as well. Especially like, you know, because everyone's from different backgrounds, you know, and that is some really, really good advice. Phoenix, I definitely like. So Phoenix, come on, tell me, what's your best command that you've ever used in chat? What's the best kind of type of command that you set up? Because my best command, right, is setting up a command for when the mods come into the stream. They know their command, so they literally just type that command in, and then it comes up with some weird little phrase about them. It always does that every time. So I'm that kind of person that likes to create interactivity with everyone, you know. I want to, you know, because it's not about the streamer, but it's about those that are in chat as well, and that's what it's all about. And I think everybody in your stream would agree with that, right? It is all about them as well, you know. And yeah. I felt like I wanted everybody to be a part of it. I even introduced like rewards into my streams as well, like the spin the wheel, which I recently introduced just recently, and you know that everyone gets rewarded with something, you know. So it's all about, like, for me, I just like interacting. I find it fun. I find everybody fun to hang out with, you know. Yeah, well, exactly, Tiger! Exclamation Tiger! Exactly, Tiger Mum. So. You see, they have that specific command, you know. So come on, Phoenix, tell me what is the best command that you've ever set up for someone, or like what is your best command you've ever used?
I didn't really want to have too many commands. I wanted to keep it neat, but then the mods they get, you know, they're intelligent and they're playful, and we have so many commands. One of them is slap Ty, because Ty is a person, and we just slap him all the time. But yeah, I use commands for almost anything, and I don't have personalized commands for stuff, but that's definitely a memorable one. And I didn't even set it up. But yeah, there's a lot of things like the watch time and stuff like that. Those are the most used ones. But honestly, I just let the creativity of my mods play with it. And honestly, sometimes I get surprised myself. I'm like, oh, who made this command? You know, they have minds of their own, and I love it when they do stuff. I love it when they're interacting, like you say, on a whole different level, and like, you know, trying their best. Like, I got rated yesterday with 66 viewers. One of my mods was like, hey, can you rate Phoenix? And the streamer actually did it. I was like, yo, you don't have to do that. But thank you anyway. And I'm so grateful. And that's one of the things that I hope I stay grateful forever. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, it's only 200 people. What are you doing? You know, I got 5,000. I want to keep that gratefulness. Both two people who are subscribing as well. Had a whole discussion the other day when someone says, oh, he donated 136 subs to you. He wasted his money. And I'm like, yo, no. Don't say stuff like that, right? It's money well spent, and like, he does what he wants, and I keep that gratefulness to people. You know, I'm a small streamer, and I'm happy for everybody that's supporting me. And I'm trying to support other people and to grow in as well. Some people that have just only started and they want to get their affiliate, and I'm just helping them, pushing them that way. And I love what you're doing as well, Nasher, because I'm sorry I haven't been able to catch them all, but sometimes you're just rating three new people that you don't even know. At the end of my stream, actually, I could just, like, I think it's an hour waiting before you start rating, and then there's like 3 people that you're continuously, like, for 10 or 20 minutes, and then you hop back on and you go to the next one. And that's a very interesting way to show support. And I feel like, as a streamer, showing support to others just shows how much you want to grow as a person, rather than how much you want another to succeed. You want to help them out, for sure. But you just want to be that kind of a person that helps other people. And I've had that drive as well. Like, I'd rather... like, someone like, what do you mean, comes in my chat, I'd rather have him partner than me. I'd rather help people grow into what they want to be.
Of course. Yeah, so, anyway, so, here's another one for you, Phoenix.
Sure, ask me.
What do you think of, you know, with people using, like, because I've seen it before. I've been to a few streams before. Fortnite being one of them. Yes, I used to be into Fortnite quite a bit. So, when I've been on them, I have seen, at times, it's not very common now, but I have seen, like, on random streams, there has been where you can tell that their target is usually very spot on when they're shooting. And I'm almost convinced that there is something going on, like some kind of aimbot or something like that. What is your opinion on streamers that use aimbots and using cheating as such a way to try and win when they're actually playing, like, online or multiplayer games? What is your opinion on that? Do you feel like they're right on Twitch? Do you think they should be doing that? Or do you feel that they're just kind of taking advantage of that because they want to prove they're so ace at the game, because then they're hoping to get more followers? What's your opinion?
Everybody on my stream knows my opinion. If you're cheating, you're just, like, why? You're playing a game. Why would you need to put yourself higher than someone else with, like, automatic aimbots or anything? I feel like having the edge, a lot of people will probably do it for money prizes in tournaments, but there's absolutely no reason. Even in Among Us, people are cheating all the time, and I feel, what are you doing? Cheating 2021, I say. Like, what are you still doing? Because it's so old-fashioned. Nobody likes a cheater. They join Minecraft, they get in a boat and they start flying in the boat in Minecraft. There's so much cheating online, and that's just part of a bigger problem of being toxic as in general, because what's going to happen? You're going to start arguing with someone, and eventually you're not even going to win with your cheats. Your skills go down because you don't practice enough. And basically, Frosty in my chat wants to answer this as well, because he's actually into an EA company, a leader of an owner of an EA company, EA Sports company. I get conflicting reports saying hacking is fun, but I actually have this opinion, and it's very nicely illustrated in, for example, GTA, where if you unlock everything with your hacks and you're just flying around, and yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun 20 minutes. It's going to be fun like 5 days maybe. And you're going to just uninstall the game because it's no more fun, right? When you go through a game from the beginning till the end and you discover everything, you're going to enjoy it so much more. And your hard work that you've put into it will eventually pay off. And you're going to get more hours into the game. You're going to enjoy it for a longer time than having the short fun of a cheat and then probably even get permanently banned on a lot of other things as well.
Yeah, you've got some very good points. I mean, I don't always feel that, you know, cheating is a bad thing, because it depends on what it is. I mean, say for it, you know, you're seeking for advice because you're doing something that's more of a game that where you have to go down certain paths to get to where you need to go in order to continue and progress through the game. Some would say, is it cheating to ask your chat? Is it cheating to actually seek, oh, is this it, what do I do? Where do I go? And they give you a little bit of a helping hand. Would you class that as cheating, Phoenix, or would you say that's okay?
No, so okay. When I used to play Pokemon, and when I bought the game, you had this little cartridge to put in your Game Boy, and there was like a guide. There was a little book, and it said where you go and everything. Now, whatever game that you're playing, there is a guide on YouTube. You can follow all the steps on there. The question is that really cheating? It's more of like a go-to, how if you're stuck somewhere, they can help you. Cheating for me is when you alter the game to a point, like not from like when you actually inject something in the game that you're doing something that breaks the game. Being aimbot, wall hack, in Minecraft you can fly around like 3 times faster and hitting people, auto clickers and stuff. Anything that has nothing to do with the game, as long as you're in the game and you're asking for help, of course that's not cheating. Basically I was playing this horror game because I was forced the other day from Frosty, who's now in the chat. And I asked a little bit of help from the chat. I said, guys, can you Google this for me? How do I put my night vision on? Because apparently you have to use like your flashlight, and then you power up your flashlight, and then you put the night vision on, right? But yeah, there's so many things, and I feel cheating, like scripting in League of Legends, aimbotting on Valorant, Fortnite, Call of Duty. Do not aimbot, guys. Use your skills. If you don't have skills, go play another game. Like, simple as that. You don't ruin other people's games.
Agree. Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Phoenix. And what do you think of modding as such? You know, when you're modding characters in a game or something just because you want to do it for fun, would you class that as? Do you think that would be classed as cheating, or what's your opinion?
For example, if you want to make a lobby in Among Us and you want to let 1,000 people in there and they're all agreeing to it, no, that would not be cheating. You modded the game but you're all having the same goal. You're all having the same fun, right? You're all playing the same thing. Cheating is really where you're altering the files and the content of the files to some extent, and you're doing this to get a competitive advantage over someone else. That is classified as cheating in my book.
Actually, you're right. You're definitely right there. Yeah, and Miss Dragon has just said to me in chat, I help you with Planet Zoo, and that's not cheating. Yeah, exactly. That's not cheating at all. You're just basically trying to give a little bit of help and advice because I'm new to the game, which I solely admit that, you know. I mean, I find it fun learning. You know? I find it fun to learn these different type of games because I've always been one. I don't know if you know about it, Phoenix, but Planet Zoo is basically a game where you're. It's similar to Zoo Tycoon. I don't know if you've ever heard of it before.
No.
But yeah, so you're just basically building a zoo. You have to manage the zoo basically. So, and I find it a lot of fun because I like building stuff as well. I used to play on Minecraft a while back. I don't play it as much anymore. But yeah, and that alone was just fun because I love building stuff. You know what I mean? So it was really it's the kind of stuff that I'm into as well. But on my streams, I'm more into when it comes to streaming. More for me is more horror games or adventure games. Basically, is what I mainly stick to the most. Or marbles on stream, of course. But which Phoenix you already know about. Yeah, I would definitely say Phoenix, you got a very good point there. That would be considered cheating, and I definitely agree with that. That's definitely cheating as well. Is if people are looking on websites and trying to get codes to enter into the game, that itself is still classed as cheating too. But of course, which we all know that, right? So yeah, I definitely agree. So Phoenix, have you ever cheated ever, as in on a game, even outside streaming? Have you ever used cheat codes at all?
Yeah. Let me think. Actually,
right. Come on.
Actually, let me think. Actually, let me think. Oh. Okay.
About the funniest thing.
I used to cheat on League of Legends, but that was a different account, not my main account, because I wanted to keep that integrity of that one intact. But they did end up banning both of them as they used the same email address, which I was completely, okay, I cheated on one, sure, ban it. And I was really pissed off about that one. Well, that's a really long time ago, and I want to stress this out, guys. I did not go into competitive to cheat at all. I kept it in normal games only, and I did that for a while, yeah. But cheating in general, even when I was playing Pokemon Go, for example, I would not use spoofing software to change where I was and everything. I actually didn't even have a phone before 2016 Pokemon Go came out. Oh my, Requiem, Requiem is in your chat. He found out where you are.
And he also said...
I recognize your second account.
Yeah, okay, so Miss Dragon said, Phoenix, you need to play that game, it's really fun. She's on about Planet Zoo, by the way. And the song Requiem says, do I need to bully Phoenix into playing it? I said, leave the bullying to me.
Oh my.
Okay, I was the one to force him to play the horror games. It isn't hard when... Oh yes, I noticed you were streaming a horror game. What do you think of that, Phoenix, when you were actually doing horror? Because I've never seen you do horror before.
Well, it was a complete nightmare. I hated it.
What did you think of it?
I don't want to do it ever again. But he bought the game for me, so I kind of want to finish it. It says I'm halfway through. So at some point I'll do the other half. And you know what, I just challenged myself, but that doesn't mean that I want to keep doing it. I always go away in horror games. And you know this, Nasher, because I've been in horror games with you. And I said, yo, one time I got really mad at you because just as I tuned in, I got into a jump scare. My heart stopped for literally, and I just tapped away. I said, hi, bye. Yeah.
Oh no. He was like, you loved it, don't you? You loved it. Hey Pink Pug, welcome
Hey,
to the
Pink
stream.
Pug.
How you doing? Yeah, I'm literally doing a podcast right now. It's tea time with Phoenixes and Dragons, and I'm literally on podcast with the one and only Phoenix. We are just having fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's good. Good stuff.
Yeah, so one of the things that I really wanted to highlight is the depression that goes around, especially with COVID, affects the gamers and also the streamers. And I wanted to show a small video about that, if that's okay. Do you want me to send it to you so you can watch it on your stream as well? Like it shouldn't be the...
Okay, let's show it. Yeah.
Alright. I will send it to you. And it's only the first 2 minutes, give or take. You don't have to watch the whole thing, right? There we go. I'm gonna mute up for a second
Yeah, that's fine.
while I'm doing this, and you do the same, and we'll meet in 2 minutes. Is that okay? There's no really...
Yeah, sure. What I'll do is, don't worry, Soul Requiem. Don't worry. I'll have that handled with the DMCA. Don't worry about that. I have my ways around that. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. We'll come back to the DMCA after, if that's cool. All right. See you in 2 minutes. He's probably already gone.
Yeah, see you in 2 minutes.
Believe it or not, for many people, this dream job is actually kind of a nightmare.
Sorry about that.
Depression is a bitch. Stop messing me. It's already planned.
Now, it's only been the past couple of months where I've really felt a bit depressed. And, well, basically, it sounds really fucking crazy, but yeah, I contemplated like many a times, and I want to do it, and I wanted to do it so badly. I wanted to fucking kill myself, and it sounds really fucking stupid. And me saying it openly sounds bizarre, and this is the first time I actually come out of it.
You know, I'm really bad at giving advice for getting out of it, because when I really think about it, and I really sit around and look at the whole world, I'm like, do I really want to live in this world? I don't know. So
you would think it would. You would think money makes you happy, but it really doesn't. I mean, there's a number in my bank account. I don't have to worry about, fucking shit anymore. But there's other things.
What you just saw were some of the biggest streamers on Twitch and some content creators all having a pretty similar issue, and that is depression. And this is a trend that I've been noticing has been happening a lot with a lot of people on the internet, a lot of famous people on the internet, and with streamers especially. I'm going to be kind of analyzing and also pointing out more things that some of these streamers said people...
There's probably a small echo from me. I'm sorry about that. It was a little bit messed up, but I hope you guys got the gist of it, didn't you? Could you guys see it? Is there still an echo right now? Is there still an echo right now? Sorry. No, the echo's on my part. Alright, now it should be gone. Alright, perfect. Alright. So basically it's about depression, where a lot of other streamers are also, getting into it. I see Nasher is, where did Nasher go? Hello, hello. So yeah, he's gone through the first part. I hope he's not watching the full video. I might go to bed by then. Hello? Just having a look. Doesn't look like he's still going on. Right, sorry about that earlier, boys. Your fault here? Yes. He's watching the whole thing. Your fault. Yeah, I should have said it was only 2 minutes. Come back. Oh. Oh, this is, for example, like about cheating and stuff. He's actually watching the whole video. He does? Ah, let's go to bed. JK. Anyways, yeah. I've seen the video before. Oh, here he is. Hello.
But hello, Phoenix. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello, I'm back.
Yeah. So that is some very useful tool there. Definitely.
Yeah.
Very useful.
I just wanted to show you guys the depression is not just like with gamers. Everybody can like suffer from it. And that's why I feel the toxicity and everything. I don't want to let that get all the way into the Discord that we're trying to make a positive community and everything. And feel free to watch the video or share it with the people. It's rather an old video, but like the money, you're building a community and other people around you are also building a community. At some point, what do you know if your friendship is really a friendship anymore? And that's what people are struggling with as a streamer. And that's why I like having people that are not streaming into my community as much as people that are actually streaming. You can help out other people, but you know, at least the people that are there for you generally, they are in your stream and they're not asking for any like big favors or anything. They're just there for you. And I feel like when you see how they have to deal, like they're big streamers and they have to deal with all the toxicity and everything as well, and it will eventually get to you. Depression is one of the biggest problems that we're having, and it's only gotten worse since last year, obviously. In the last 12 months, 13, 14 months since we really got hit with the COVID. A lot of people have actually died or lost relatives. A lot of people lost their grandparents. A lot of people lost a mom or a dad, and they come in your stream as well. Depression can cause toxicity as well, and that's why I said earlier, you can't change people. If people are open to it, you can always help them out, and then they can become a valuable part of your community. But yeah, there's a lot that goes around like that, and there's what did you feel when you saw the video, when you heard about it? Because I also feel that some people just think they are a streamer and they are just sitting there 13, 14, 15 hours a day and they just don't want to deal with reality anymore. They're not there to stream anymore. They're just there to not deal anymore. So that also brings you into like a fake delusion, really, where you think everything is fine, but it really isn't. I've seen that happen to a couple of people as well.
Yeah, you're right. Because like, it's basically people put on, you know, a front, isn't it? Because they want to hide what they're really feeling. I mean, it's quite common in a lot of us, really, isn't it? I mean, like, there's always something that somebody can be depressed about, but then it's how far and how deep that depression is. It can be more deeper with some people than others. As Miss Dragon, I like one of your comments actually, because Miss Dragon has a very, very good point on this, because Miss Dragon said that depression sucks big time. It's nearly taken my life away on so many different occasions, and unhealthy coping mechanisms, not having even done anything for 7 to 8 months. And it's that alone, Miss Dragon, that you do have a valid point there, because it is hard to manage depression when if you are left with nothing you can do to help cope around it. Of course, you can't fight depression completely, right? But you can find ways to put barriers around so that you can help yourself try to manage life better than what it would have been if you were letting it get to you way too much. So you can find the perfect distraction, and this video has a very good point as well, because the same thing is what it's saying about cheats, right? Because like it says, right, you could have as many different cheats on games as much as you like on the same game, but if the game is boring or the game is just repetitive, it's eventually just going to get old. And I agree with that. And it is the same thing is what people feel about life, maybe, you know. It was people that have got bad depression, they feel that, you know, life's never going to change. They're deep in the grounds, and they feel that there's no help out there for them, or even if there is help, they don't feel they're ready to get help, or they feel that no one else is in their shoes. So it is hard. It is really hard. And it just comes to show that depression is in anybody. It's not just within streamers. It's with everyone, you know. And it's how you manage it. It's never, you can never get rid of it, but you got to manage it, if that makes sense, Phoenix.
Yeah, totally. I agree, and I feel like there's a lot of people that manage it wrong, and they're gonna like.
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna head, and that's why we're talking about this. Streaming is not really the best coping mechanism for people. I'm not saying it's not a coping mechanism, but I'm saying it's not for everybody, because a lot of people gonna run into more troubles while streaming than actually coping with their real depression. And if they would cope in another way, they might be helped more. Now, I'm not judging people on how they cope, right? But there's definitely... I do want to keep this topic very short, because I know we can talk about this for hours, and it really affects a lot of people, right?
It does.
But we can definitely do a mental health awareness. That even said in your stream as well. And yeah, toxicity, depression, cheating, these are all the topics that always come back. So when we're going back to our first question, should I become a streamer, yes or no? Think about who you are first before you start on your stream journey. Think about what you want to become. Think about all the goals that you're going to have. But if you are not ready to become a streamer, don't do it. If you want to give it a shot, go for it. If you're doing it for the funs of it, if you're doing it, you know, if it is for like competitive gaming and then cheating in it and then getting other people's monies and all the wrong reasons to stream, and just because you're bored of doing anything else, you don't want to work or anything, and you just want to sit at home and make, like, all these, they're not bad reasons, but like all of them together, yeah, they're kind of bad. I'm sorry. There is so much more to life than only streaming, and I don't judge people when they're like when they're streaming or anything, but there is definitely a way to handle depression other than just becoming a streamer, because that's what I've seen in the last year. So many more people. Twitch is blown up. There's 10 times more people now than there was last year, and they're all streaming, and most of them sitting there with like less than affiliate with 3 viewers, give or take. Now, I'm not saying that I've got 200 viewers every day. Definitely don't, right? But I'm trying to grow the community because that's a goal of what I want to do, and not because I'm feeding any sort of depression or impulse or whatever, you know. And that's what I want to give to new streamers as well. Know why you want to stream. And if you need any help with depression whatsoever, feel free to talk to Nasher or talk to me about it. We're definitely no shrinks. We can't give you all the answers. We definitely can't give you all the money.
Exactly.
But we can be there and we can listen. And maybe sometimes we can give advice. Not on everything. I'm no specialist. But I'm always willing to help the people who need it, especially about streaming. I quote the streaming because I'm not going to set up a VTuber avatar for everybody and spend all my time in 3D modeling for them, right? I'm not going to be making icons for everybody, but where I can help, I will help. If it is to do with Streamlabs or stream elements and technical aspects of it, I can set that up for people. Alright, I'm hopping back to you if there's anything else that you wanted to talk about it. And then after that, we can go to the hot topics on Twitter.
Exactly. We're almost done already, but literally there is so much to talk about. It's unbelievable. So, so those in the UK, I know, I don't know what it is for you over there, Phoenix, but in the UK there is like certain charities that can help you with managing depression. One of the biggest charities, of course, is mind.org.uk. So Mind are a very good company. They've been going around for a long time, and they're there to, and they'll be there to with good advice to help you. Also, you can get counselling in the UK as well. So there's always lots to reach out to if you need to speak to a professional. But it is known fact, Phoenix, but even nurses and doctors that actually help people with depression, like 75% actually commit suicide on the average. You know what I mean? So even professionals themselves are in the same position. So what I'm basically trying to get at here is it affects everybody in different ways. And I think, to be honest, you could probably agree with me, Phoenix, and anyone in chat would agree that you're definitely right in what you said about the COVID-19 is not made it any easier, really, has it? I mean, the COVID-19, with everyone being stuck at home, people got so much problems because there's been so much financial difficulties, people not being able to see families, people that are disabled, right? That often they would have like people they see every week come in to support them, that they could no longer see that person anymore because of COVID restrictions. Put yourself in their shoes, Phoenix. I mean, it must be devastating for them about what they experienced, if you get what I mean. It must be devastating, you know, and I think even COVID itself has affected you in different ways as well, Phoenix. You know what I mean? Like it's affected myself, you know. Explain to me, Phoenix. Highlight some of the fields where COVID you feel is affected you.
Okay, so personally, I'm not the kind of person that comes out a lot and that just goes, like, I was playing Pokemon Go before, but other than that, I hardly ever came out of my house anyway. So I was always an online kid, you know. Um, and I feel when COVID came out, I felt streaming wise, there's so much more streamers, but like personal, I hardly see any difference to what my life was before. Like, okay, some people have died that I know from COVID, but I don't feel that.
To hear that, Phoenix.
Excuse me?
Yeah, sorry to hear that. I said.
Yeah. It's just like I don't know how to say it. It's I've had a friend die of cancer as well, a real life friend that I grew up with really, and it's insane. People die all the time, but you can't really. I know it's easier to say than to do, but you can't take that with you for the rest of your life. I know it's easy to say, right, but it's so hard to do, because you know. Those people they're still with you, of course. They're still, you still, you know, they say people,
Deep in the heart, exactly.
Yeah. People die twice. Once when they die, and once the last person thinks of them. And as long as you still think of them and carry them with you, they're still alive somewhere. Like, that's how I feel about it. That's how I try to feel about it anyway. It's a very hard and very sensitive topic as well.
Yeah, very sensitive indeed. And I have I have a family member who is basically, she's my half sister, but she's basically sign language, and she's also has certain support over people that care for her, and she was used to routine as well, where she was able to attend this place that she goes to. It's called a day centre place for people like people that have got disabilities, and she was taught how to cook and stuff like that. And because of COVID, it closed, and then she would kick off at my mum about it, because she doesn't realise why she's not able to go to this place, because she doesn't understand. So she would basically kick off a lot, and because it was sudden change for her, because she is kind of autistic as well. So COVID has affected everybody, I would say, and it also upset people, and like you said, the deaths as well. Yeah, I mean, like it's devastating, and I'm glad that that it's all coming to an end. I'm just glad that everything's getting done by it. Of course, it's never going to be the same, because the losses have been done. But we can only move forward, can't we, Phoenix? At the end of the day, and just stay strong, because that's all we can do, really. What's your opinion?
I totally agree. I feel we can only do we gotta strive to be the best of what we can be. And if the people that you loved made you a better person, then make them proud. That's what I would say. And just don't go into the negativity, the toxicity, the cheating, the bad attitudes. Just leave them behind, and just make the people that you lost, make them proud of you. That's how I always see it.
Definitely. So, Phoenix, any hot topics from social media for you? What ones have you found on social media?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't really look for hot topics on social media. I was hoping that this was more than enough, and I was just thinking we could do a few Q&As as well with like people, like short Q&As anyways, and then move on to like whatever hot topics that you still wanted to talk about, and then we can wrap it up, give or take. That's how I
do have a hot topic that I wanted to discuss, actually.
Right.
You probably have heard of this, but did you know about Twitch really had this system in place where they're cracking down on people view botting and follow botting? Did you hear about that? Where they've disabled like lots of different accounts because of it? Because they made like a status on Twitter about it. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that. I don't follow it, but I have noticed that when I used to get follow botted a lot, and it annoyed me because why would anyone spend money on follow botting me rather than give me a donation or whatever, right? I think it's pure jealousy. Other streamers just like you're successful. I'm not, so I'm follow botting you. And then I actually got follow botted by 3,000, and Twitch took care of it. Took them all, like removed all those accounts, and they are also not following me anymore. So I'm super grateful to Twitch for doing that. Now I don't have to remove all those follower bots myself, and now I can say like this is genuinely I got 5,000 followers, and that's my hard work. And follow botting and viewer botting is even worse, because why would you want to have view bots? Why would you want to boost your, like, you're no better than anyone else. You don't have to cheat with view bots. You don't need to look cool with 100 viewers. If nobody's talking in your chat and your chat's dead, with 100 viewers, I'm just like saying how it is. Just like, why are you streaming then? And that's where it all comes back to. Why do you stream? If it's to be popular for view bots, if you want to be the best of, I don't get it. I just simply do not get it. They're not even getting paid. They actually have to pay to get view bots. Like, so it makes no sense in my opinion. But it's annoying. It's annoying that some people think they're better than other people just because of a higher number. That's not how Twitch works. Your community is your biggest assets, and they are not numbers. They are people with their own thoughts, their own emotions, their own lives, their own opinions. You cannot ban anyone for having a different opinion. Please, you know, as long as they're not toxic or negative, it can be negative or toxic. As long as they don't like really go into personal attacking other people, it's all fine by me.
Yeah, so that is one of the biggest topics I ever did find out about. I've not really seen much else really other than that, but yeah, that's cool. So anything else, any like questions and answers, guys? We are up for any questions. If anybody has any questions, has anybody got any questions in your stream as well, Phoenix, that they want to ask?
I just want, like, while you guys are coming up with the questions, I'm just gonna ask one to Nasher. So type your question however you want it, as long as it's streaming related, guys. I'm up for asking anything. Yeah, Nasher, what did you think about it? Follow botting and the view button, really?
Yeah, I agree, because like it doesn't matter how high the viewer count is. It really doesn't. If you're not producing good content, guys, then it's irrelevant, you know, because it is common sense as well. I mean, if you started off with like 2-3 viewers, and then all of a sudden you're at 1,000 viewers, it's common sense, guys. People are not stupid, right? So, you know, it's just impossible. It's just not going to happen. We know that. So, so that my views on it is, it really makes a difference. What makes a difference is your content and the people you know and people that are willing to interact with you, because that makes it legit, guys. And not only that, but you risk yourself getting banned, and you also risk, like, you know, having a bad name for yourself, because you're just going to be known as like, oh, the person who wants to cheat the system, and you don't want that. No one wants that, right? I mean, it's up to the person individually, I guess. It's up to them what they want to do, but personally, my opinion is, don't do it. It's just not worth it, because not only that, but you know, if you ever did try to make for partner one day, and you did try to grow genuinely, Twitch are not stupid. They're going to sit in your chat, and they are going to find that if this is not genuine, and they are just going to be like, nah, you're not getting partnered. You can reach partner achievement, but you're not getting partnered. See, this is where a lot of people go wrong, Phoenix. I don't know if you agree with me with this one, but some people think once they've reached a partner achievement, you'll automatically get partnered, just like you would if it was affiliate, right? that's not the case. It's not how it works with Twitch, guys. If those that are thinking once you've hit all the achievements to get partner, oh, I'm going to get partnered tomorrow, I'm going to get that email like I would to get affiliate. No, it doesn't work that way. Twitch staff members will sit in your chat and they will sit there and they will monitor the activity that's going on. And and very small chance of ever becoming partner. It's so difficult out there. It is really difficult. What's your opinion on that, Phoenix?
I think it's very hard for me to give an opinion because I've only seen one person getting partnered, and I was not really, I don't know how to say it. It was a guy from the collective. It's a big boss, and I don't know if anyone from Twitch was actually in a stream to sit down and watch. Do you know that he achieved a 75? He got actually almost even 100 from his community, the collective. And that's great, right? But I feel like a lot of people are leaving their community as well. So I don't think that is the way that I want to do it. I don't want to be like you said, someone that's asking for money the whole time, or like I don't really want to go into like a negative about it because you know what, at the end of the day he did get partnered, he did set up a team, and he did make it. So hopefully one day I will make it. But like I cannot comment on how it really went as I'm not really I haven't done the journey myself yet, if that makes sort of sense. I got a couple of questions. So a better question would be, why are people more sensitive nowadays? Normally the things that happen don't face most adults, and the people I know all to blood will be toxic and flame, and it happens daily in games. This is just normal and has been since multiplayer games have been around. You go from people with iron skin to people who get hurt over the smallest words. I don't really see the question in there, more of a statement. But yes. I think there's two kind of people. The ones that just out for themselves, and the ones that want to find their place in the world. Question was at the beginning, why are people more sensitive nowadays? I think because younger people now lose their grandparents a lot faster, making them more vulnerable due to the whole COVID thing. And I feel there's nothing wrong with being more sensitive. That's how I feel about it.
Okay, is there any other questions or? Okay.
Did you have another? Do you have another topic on Twitter?
No, I don't really, but okay, I think we are pretty much. That was really fun, actually. It was actually fun. What did you think of that, Phoenix? Overall, I've got a question for you, Phoenix. What did you think of the podcast in general?
It was a lot longer than I thought, but that's because I probably shouldn't have done 5 hours before we got started, and yeah, I'm happy we got these kind of points set up because we're just talking about it, right? And people now know that they can find us, especially for setting up streams and everything. But yeah, I'm still like after a year, I'm still thinking, where do I go now? I want to go into the esports for sure, but I also want to help out smaller streamers for sure. And, you know, helping people get affiliate, but I also want to play competitive games. And I know as soon as you start doing stuff, that toxicity is something that you can't get rid of, especially in competitive games, right? And I'm not scared to challenge myself in that, but I'm feeling it still needs evolving for me from where I am right now to where I want to be. And there's a long road ahead, even though I got like 1,500 people on Discord, 5,000 followers. They're not all that active anymore. I do want to get back. I do want to get the attention back from most of those people. I can easily reach most of the people, and I want to grow. But I realize that streaming and getting partnered for sure is not something you can accomplish alone. You need your community behind that to do it. You need your friends, your family, everybody that is there is friends and family to me, whatever they want to be. So it's definitely something that I want to work at. I don't know all the answers. So towards this podcast, I thought it was a great idea and I enjoyed it. I hope that the people that are watching enjoyed it. I hope people could have learned out of it. And I hope that if we helped someone in any way, just by doing the podcast alone, I'm already happy that I did it. What about you?
Yeah, me too, man. I definitely loved it today. It was brilliant, to be honest. Yeah, I couldn't. Well, Miss Dragon says, well, I loved it. Do you have any other questions, Miss Dragon, as well? Do you have any other questions that you want to ask about in general about what we've discussed today, or about, you know, depression itself? Any other questions you got for us? So if not, then yeah, I believe we've covered everything, really, haven't we?
Yeah.
Like, literally, it was just so good, Phoenix, to be honest.
I want to thank everybody for sticking around, because
Definitely, I want to thank everyone as well. Definitely.
Because we can come up with the content, but if there's nobody to enjoy from it, then it's a lot of effort gone to waste. And I don't feel like our effort's gone to waste. I feel we've really managed something here, and I'm super happy to have done it. But I'm gonna be careful to podcast again, because it might not be my jam. But I'm happy I tried something new. And that's eventually what I'm starting to grow at. Doing something new until I find out what works.
Oh, Miss Dragon has a question. What's the best way to support your partner if they are having a bad mental health episode? I would say the best way is just be there for them, talk them through it. You offer your support as much as possible. You can never relate to how that person's feeling, because you're not in their shoes. But what you can do is you can try and help them by standing there for them and just being there for them to actually be a shoulder to cry on, or as such, just being there to listen to their problems and just be there. You know, just be genuine about it. You don't, you know, and if that person loves you a lot, then they would consider that you're at least being there to help them, and that itself should be enough. You know, you cannot stop that person from feeling, you know, the way they're feeling or what they're going through, but you can at least be there to support them, and if needed, seek out for help, you know, for them in the proper in lots of different ways. As I discussed earlier, there's charities, there's organisations out there in which you can get. I'm not quite sure about for Phoenix. You didn't really answer, like, what organisations is there in your area, or what kind of places can people seek in your area if they want to get help for depression?
Yeah, I can't really answer that one because I don't know. You can always seek professional advice in a hospital. You can always call the emergency suicide prevention line. But yeah, I don't know these things really. I can always look it up if someone in Belgium really needs that. But I hope that my community, I hope that I'm enough to make them have a smile on their face at the end of the day, you know what I mean? But if I can answer to Miss Dragon's question as well, sometimes you kind of, it depends on what situation that person is in. Sometimes you might want to like leave them alone if they're too moody. Sometimes you can just ask to the court, like, what happened that made you like this? Is there anything I can do to help? And sometimes they will give you a straight answer. Sometimes they won't give you a straight answer. Sometimes they need some space. Sometimes they need some like vegetables. Honestly, not having enough vitamins can actually impact your mood as well. You're not getting enough sunlight. So there's all kind of sources that can contribute to that. Not getting enough sports as well. A lot of these things can contribute to people having a mental health episode. So figure out what that person needs the most and provide in the way that you can provide. Even something as simple as food or a walk in the park could do wonders to people. Sometimes just listening to them can really help them as well.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more, because the only person that could ever know them is themselves. You know, they know themselves more than anyone, and they know what they want. And if you kind of like get to the bottom and kind of figure out what it is that they want, what it is that they need to support with, then you just got to reach out to them. You know, like Phoenix has got a very valid point. You just got to reach out, and you know, you just got to figure out what they need, because we all need at least something to help, right? Because at the end of the day, right, we're not perfect. No one's perfect. We have to like find ways to cope, you know, and you know, just by something that could have happened in a change of their lifestyle. For example, my lifestyle, guys, is I'm now a full-time parent as well as working part-time. Because of my loss of hours, it's kind of affected my income as well. But at the same time, I've got rewarded as well because I have my child full-time. So it's kind of like that. But sometimes just like an impact, some big impact in someone's life can affect their depression, and also makes their anxiety higher if they have anxiety, you know. So you just gotta discuss with them, and you just gotta try and tell them there is support out there if they need it, you know. If they don't want the support, just leave them be. Just leave them alone for a little while, you know. Let them have their time, and come back to them when let them come to you, I'd say. What do you think about that, Phoenix? Would you agree? Sometimes it's better to let that person come to you rather than just going to them all the time, because if they don't feel because just by going to that person too much can become overwhelming. What do you think?
Yeah, that's totally agree. Like sometimes people need their space as well. Sometimes people need other things. Like sometimes, you know, like I said, sometimes even sunlight can do that. Like you need to figure out if they want to be left alone, leave them alone and don't push. I mean, if you don't want to be left alone, they'll tell you, or I mean, like Nasher said, the only person that knows what he needs is that person. So just straight up.
Definitely, dude. Definitely.
Yes, my chat is very kindly pointing out to the fact that I'm single. So don't ask. But like,
You had to point it out, didn't they?
they had to ruin it. They had to ruin the moment. That's my mods for me. You know, that's my family. But I love them anyway.
Yeah. So we're gonna go now, guys. I think that's pretty much we've covered everything. If anybody's got any other questions, then feel free to do now. We'll give you another minute or so just to see, because obviously Twitch delay. But if there isn't anything, then have you got anything else that you want to cover, Phoenix? Because I think we've pretty much covered everything, really, haven't we?
I have the best mods.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Phoenix, for everything.
Thank you for wanting to do this with me. Like, I don't know what I should have done if I was alone in this. And, yeah, couldn't have done this without you.
Yeah, thanks, man. I mean, it's awesome. And just keep being you, Phoenix. You're doing really well for your channel as well. And, you know, it just keep being you. You know what you need and you know what you want. And you know where I am, man, if you need to talk. You know that.
Absolutely.
All right. No worries.
Thank you.
I'm going to head out then, bro.
All right. Thank you, and see you next time. All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, next time. Thank you guys for tuning into the podcast as well, guys. It's been much appreciated. I think me and Phoenix could probably agree that if we are going to do another one, we will let you guys know for definite.
Absolutely.
I think because this first episode was a really big kickoff, I'm thinking that maybe we could do this on a once a month kind of basis, but that's something that me and Phoenix would kind of speak about off stream, and then we'll let you guys know what's going to happen with that. All right then, guys. So I'm going to head out now. Thank you, Phoenix, and see you again.
All right. Good night.
All right. Good night. Okay, so that's now the podcast done out the way. So what I'm going to do, guys, is we are going to end the stream for a bit. Actually, I don't feel I really want to play games now. I think I've pretty much covered everything I need to do today. Let me just catch up a chat with things that I did miss, because there was so much to go through. Like, I literally have missed quite a lot. So be careful with the MCA. God damn it, this is my job. Thank you so much as well, Random Kiddo, for the follow. I do appreciate it, my dude. I really do. It's been really good you guys have been absolutely awesome. Let me check and see if there's anything else that I've missed out, because this is probably going to take me a while, guys. So that's me, I'm the troll. So Larry came in saying that. I kept calling Mr. Wonderful Owen. I'm not going to repeat that. How you doing, mate? Blah, blah, blah. Good to hear. Doing well. Watch your streaming today. Yeah, pretty much like, I think it was really good. Just going to get some pineapple. And then we got like Tiger Mum coming in as well. I think it was really, really good. I actually really, really enjoyed it, guys. It's been amazing. It's something different for me because I've not actually done a podcast before, and it's nice to literally hang out with you guys and actually get to share some experiences with you guys as well. It's really good. So yeah, we're going to go now. This is going to be the end right here, guys. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow, unfortunately, guys, because I will be having a little break tomorrow, because streaming sometimes gets a bit much and you feel like you just need a break, right? Nothing severe, guys, nothing severe to worry about. I'm just taking a little time away from streaming for a day. But yeah, I will be back on Sunday, guys. I will be playing some Planet Zoo. Also, I'll be starting off the night with marbles on stream, as always, guys. How's your dragon doing, Nasher? Hope you ate. Doing good. Yeah, all good, thank you. I guess what you mean is my boy, yeah? That's fine, yeah. Yeah, he's good. Cuddles and chocolate. Cuddles and chocolate definitely works when it comes to depression. It definitely does work. I think we all could probably love a bit of taste of chocolate every now and then. Because when you're feeling down in the dumps, guys, definitely to have that good taste, isn't it? It's that sweet taste I think we can all agree to. That sweet taste just gives you something to smile about, really. I mean, it doesn't solve the depression issue, but it helps, you know, change your mood for that little bit, you know. So it can go down a long way, chocolate. Chocolate's really good for that. I really love chocolate. It's definitely a mood changer for me, anyway. Anyway, guys, so yeah, we are going to end it here. As I got to do the same thing as I do on every stream, guys. All arms are out, and boom, 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 boom. See you in the next stream, guys. Bye-bye. Woohoo! Yeah.